GH. Yes, Netu TV GH, and all social media handles at Netu TV GH. So join us on Twitter, Instagram, and also on Facebook at Netu TV GH. We will upload our videos at the end of this program onto our YouTube handle, still at Netu TV GH. You can watch for reference, and also you can watch them as many times as you want. Today is the 30th of August. Yes, I almost had a tongue tied, but 30th of August 2018. And I'm bringing you a quote from Kofi Annan again. And I am hearing debates about where he'll be buried in Ghana, but others think he should not be buried at the military cemetery. He should be buried at a special place or a special location like we have for Asumdwe Park or other places like the Kwame Nkrumah place. We should also create a space for him, just him alone, so we can also use it as a tourist attraction or as a symbol of honor for him, for what he's done to Ghana or for Ghana and the world. Let me bring you a quote he said some time past. And he said, every new idea and initiative meets with resistance. We have to find the courage to take the risk, even to fail if a goal is worthwhile. Listen again. Every new idea and initiative meets with resistance. We have to find the courage to take risk, even to fail if the goal is worthwhile. So yes, every new idea, every initiative, like free SHS, like planting for food and jobs, like trying to come back as a flag bearer when you're just the ex-president, will face a resistance of a form. But if you have to fail, if you have to try again, if you have to push through, you have to. You definitely have to, if the goal is worth the while. So you have to. Coming here every morning, going through the traffic, the rush hour, preparing my mind, reading newspapers, getting everything together, getting the crew, being there for each other, putting things together just to make sure this show becomes a success is the ultimate goal. And if it's worth it, we have to go through the risk. We have to go through the ups and downs to make sure at the end of it we call a success story. And that is what Kofi Annan is telling you today on the 30th of August 2018. My name is Abedi Anim, but Kofi Annan was a diplomat, a Ghanaian diplomat who served the 7th Secretary General of the United Nations from 1997 to December 2006. Yes. And today I'll be hosting the Minister-designate for Gender, Women and Social Protection, Children and Social Protection, Honorable Cynthia Morrison. I was trying to get the minister and the deputy all together, but I doubt if I'll get the deputy. But we're getting the minister for sure, and she'll be here to talk to us about her vision for the ministry and what we should expect of her, what she's going to do for Ghana, given this opportunity. I think it's a golden opportunity, and well, I won't take the wind from the sail. I will let her come to tell us what she has for us. But prepare your questions and your expectations of her so you can have a one-on-one conversation with her here on the dialogue, here only on Net2 TV. Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap is bringing you a soap, the one and only, this soap on the market, tried and tested in the UK and other parts of the world. Ghana, I think yes, I can idea. So get one of Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap so you can get the best of skin. The month of August is the month of my birth, and I love it. I love every bit of and every day in the month of August. So enjoy it to the latter, enjoy it to the fullest. A very good morning and happy birthday to you, Mame Boatin. Mame Boatima, you are CEO of Lisa Clothing in Tema. And your birthday, Mame Boatima. Uti and a very happy birthday to you. The patcho party, never marry him. Why? Famika, only some of the party pa. Maybe I wish just to be a member. So grab one of maybe Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap back. Na also odi ahwe hafa opedudu eto a Korea Dutch Pharmaceuticals Company ewa Dabraka opposite Evangelical Assemblies of God Church anase omo distributors ni bia omo Doran Pharmacy ewo Sunyane ni Kumase ana Interpharma Limited ewo Kofredia no uko ha obenye bi omo number say 0262 469 252 0262 469 252 enti ofre oma baby awo bia no mo no be enhye no mo so de bi abrel. Now, so and ye dancing competition be one. I'm saying I'm winning here. Open, I'm winning here. Questi try, focus try. Ocean status so I go. Now I judge. Jemfi there, he chickened out until Jemfi is disqualified. Akasafo, and also I feel not rehearsing the skills. That's what we do behind the scenes to make sure we get a happy day and bring you the best of day. My main Kai will say, we are gym instructor, and I say, unim gym hunyoma, unim aerobics tre, and I say dancing, Zumba, in the kika nana. A little bit of administrative skills, any how to handle books, documentation, ni data entry, ni idea. Ubetumi the CV and I say application, ni resume akoto, pulse fitness, ewo East Legon, omu Lizzie Sports Complex inside, and omu pe professional gym instructor, our good teaching skills in aerobics, ni administrative secretary skills, ni idea. Chese, wow, be sure so be a boss on your own. But ubetchere nyoma wo gym one wash omo training ade the general manager between the CV command general manager or Post Fitness Ghana Limited or East Legon or Lizzie Sports Complex where I think so dependable herbal home see yen can say or the today man capsule, today cool capsule, any today laxative capsule bro. Today man capsule ni dear emema chese empamo adwuma no moya ye mrel kakra no eboa and adwunso on 10 terms we so ano. Usha today cool capsule so na your friend cocoa no eso ano kra enye ne a bia beba ne coach na aba no omo den de eso ano completely afi today laxative capsule no so eyi amama ni free ni pedua no afi sisi mu yawo any piles ne won pedua no na eyi free ho. Today lady care capsule no so efichiri corner efichiri mu yawo ne ade ni na so eso na candidates ne your friend white no so eboa ema eyi free ho. Wo pedudu eto a obetumi akọ dependable herbal home aswe ewo Madina New Road and also Wafrel Greenhouse Ben Rolling Circle Madina New Road IPS Chiho baby and also Kaswan so we need that international ene edi nhwenim afi so ubetumi akọ Okanshi Repairs Ventures Kingswalk Herbal anampo Madina Old Road honum na ukọ Baywatch Herbal any Doku Clinic ene edi nhwenim we hon so ubenya bibi ato wo numbers ene 027 222 0222 027-222-0222. Ukoha, omunruni na ubenyebi. Enye nruna eye nyoma bebre. Nruni de ebia wo ade a ewo se eye. And after so uko pharmacy shop, medical shop, herbal shops. Ewo memu abe bia na dependable herbal nruni na ubenyebi. Ko pebi na fashwisha ho na hihye ho so ye. Nipa de ne unya ya ne wapomudi ne unipedua. Enruni the only property you have absolute control over. Usi dan mansion see krebiase a uni control over. Utoka na driver bi na etwia opie fifie ho a uni control na uni pedua ne de at every given time wo control into one hwe so yi a na chese o ye nya asem me ho honorable Cynthia Morrison mamani age or they also when register here enche. I'm bringing you the newspapers shortly and then we'll talk to Honorable Cynthia Morrison. She's right here in the studio looking gorgeous as always and happy going. Okay, let's take off with the new crusading guide and it says clergy calls on Akufo-Addo offer prayers for Ghana, which we need. Clergy calls on Akufo-Addo offer prayers for Ghana. And Alote Jacobs screaming, "Don't contest Mahama!" Alote Jacobs won Kwesi Botwe. But why only Kwesi Botwe? There are about 11 names popping up. So why Kwesi Botwe? I like to ask questions. German Chancellor Angela Merkel visits Ghana today, and we welcome her. It's amazing how Western and American leaders are trooping Africa and other places just ahead of the China summit now. Eberson. Chinese for share of conference now. The Western Britain penning in ha been in other countries. America for so money penny phone in I don't know what's going on, but why all of a sudden start some visit Africa? Well, we don't know, but we always want the best for Ghana and Africa, and I think our leaders should do same. On the front page of the Chronicle, we have Security Minister abusing office, lawyer fires protest letter to President on conduct of Brian Echampon over dispute land in Tema. But and I would like to really give this words to our fellow journalists. Sometimes we should be careful some of the things we write because it really doesn't go with the caption. According to Krabi and Fadate, somebody picked or one of his lawyers used his letterhead and it's not him, Krabi and Fadate. And the ministry can say, Obina de Langards, Ebu, among 4 dynamically ambush coaching. So really, doesn't come into abusing of office. But them say Obia want interest. Kwame Nkrumah did not declare independence. Okwe, that's from the Speaker of Parliament, Professor Mike Okwe, and Kofi Annan arrives on September 10th. Into September 10th, Kofi Annan, his remains will be brought to Ghana. Akufo-Addo flies out to China. Just as President Ebeko China, German Chancellor said, "Train na me mesra na me no nhihye ni o me bi ansa." It is a Ghana ya attractive too much, and I said there. Ye Britain for peninsula, sa America for so smesma on penny for. It just say yeah, we are good for it. Ubeba brana ye fancisha. So for the betterment of our nation Ghana. On the front page of the Daily Statesman, we have President Akufo-Addo host German Chancellor and so we are not or Shen China. GNPC defends KK Sapon over $7.5 million property deal. NDC government to collapse data bank. And then our front page of the Daily Statesman. KK Sapon say a few days ago na ofakwache kika honsem inti enchechemu nyina on the front page of the Ghanaian Times we have government clergy agree to tax churches for commercial activities. Aso wuji tum say ensori ni bi wo ha e wo say aban eji kakra fi wo nsam wana ne mom de ubisa madwen I really support say aban eji kakra fi wo nsam because yenye omu na nam kwa no so yenye omu na so ene enjoy nyam kane ani hospitals no yenye omu na so neti omem enti even though they might not be treated as full-fledged commercial entity no I think they should give a bit of it to government because say to me taxi appetition is great in the keka ho your taxi sorry and bad because a shine the Bible by and one to buy. Anyway, stop burning e-waste at Agbogloshi. President cautions. And the president say, President welcomes German Chancellor to Ghana, departs for the visit to China tonight. And then FIFA mandates normalization committee to run GFA, organize elections. Okay. Nti omo de behye so ama ye mfa ye ne so ye ha ye nipa GFA ye ne wom de CEO de NCO de anko de koba ye na ye pese ye hu ye ni Ghana for ye ne have the final say GFA pa ne opebia onye ye pese ye league no e back onto its feet and na one so be bo amana ye bia na ye ne na ekọ. The Daily Guide has on the front page Nana meets pastors imams over free SHS leaves for China. With them say all in one pa. Them say presidential press call because me sure say there are more pilot in 70 shima. That means Enra was back to back for you. But I must congratulate all of you for a good job done. Presidential press call so far so good. Moya dear pa. And good morning to you, Eugene Ahin. And then we are me bani din komo. Mosquito, I need you lock horns over NDC post. Same way dear. German leader arrives. Okay. AG office computes. Okay, computer stolen. Oh, hey. Now, Attorney General office pan area computers there and who is safe? We will try to talk to them to see what the details are. Sometimes captions maybe yeah, now we read the detailed story now and then about brakakra. Just take it for what it is right now. Daily Graphic has in the front page religious bodies to pay tax. Government leaders agree. Okay. Brexit will not affect UK-Ghana trade. UK for them Brexit idea. Well, we have here Honorable Cynthia Morrison, Minister-designate for Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection. As always, looking all gorgeous and beautiful in hair. It's Ghanaian made, right? Wow. We the say a copy beyond Ghana. Well, welcome to the dialogue.
Thank you, everything.
So far, you've been talk of the town, the only face and picture circulating all over on social media. Let's say. How do you feel?
Particularly a little anxious.
Really?
Yes.
The Bible says don't be anxious about nothing, but in all things.
If I say a little anxious, not
nervous.
I am not nervous, but like it must work.
I like that.
That is it. It must work. That is it. That is all.
When you were mentioned for the position of the substantive minister for gender, Children in Social Protection. How? What was your reaction when you heard it?
I hadn't had any clue at all that it was coming. You know, I left for Zimbabwe for their harmonized election. And from there, I went to Pan-African Parliament in South Africa. So I touched down straight from the airport. I had to go, and then the news was broken to me. It was nothing that I was waiting for. I didn't
even expect it?
No, and I haven't even had a whisper of it. Nothing at all. It was just like a bomb. So I just sat there and I'm like, is it true? What is it, you know? And then the next thing is, what would be the expectation of Ghanaians? Because in everything that I do, I think of the people that I'm representing. And when I'm speaking on radio in my constituency, the first people I think of, my school pupil, they are listening to me. Will I make sense to them? Will I still finish and be the role model that they expect me to be? Because I am their role model, I am their mother. So it was like, can I meet the expectation of Ghanaians? But I know that with the grace of God, it will be done. So that was it. For like 2-3 days, I hadn't spoken about it to people because it was supposed to be with me. But in the next 2 days, you know, no news
The calls,
hides.
yeah.
So that was it. But not like scared or worried or anxious. But the it was not there. At least if I knew it was coming, I would like say prepared myself or praise myself for it. But it was just a shock.
I think that's a good one. The fact that you didn't even have an idea.
No.
And so, but at least the feedback was good and genuine from the people that, oh, you know, it's like a shot in the right direction. Like, okay, we think she can do it. I think people really agree with the president on your choice. I mean, when it comes to that position, say, oh, okay, already we've shared the presentations in the field where she's coming from and who she is. She really, really will be the right person to do that.
We give the glory to God. It's not me, it is God. So I give the glory to God, yeah.
Honorable Kofi Amakohene has congratulated you a couple of, even yesterday, and he is
That's my baby.
But tell us, you naturally already, you have this connection with women and children and the elderly already. We've talked about that countless times here on the show and a few times on other platforms. So now that you've been given the power to represent them officially and well, what should they expect? What have you put together? What are you going to give out to them?
You know, I haven't gone through my vetting, so it's not everything I'm going to say.
Okay.
It is after the vetting that whatever I have to say, I'll say.
Will come out.
Yeah, but for now, already I started a program for the aged, called the Aged Foundation. And what I launched last week, I cut the sword. Last 2 weeks. I'm trying to do like shelters in every area. Not a huge building, something that we can afford. If it's just a shelter,
affordable
a place where they will not feel cold, but at least warm.
A roof over their head.
A roof over their head. And then like once a month, like from 70 onwards, there are people who can walk, who are active.
That's true.
Yeah, can come there, we'll have recreation for them, they play games, they do whatever, play music for them, give them social life. At least some of them will meet their friends that they haven't seen in like ages, because they live in the same community.
That's true.
But for age, you know, most of them
becomes,
impaired, so they are like home. So we started last 2 weeks at Anchasi.
And this is something you had even started before.
Yeah, we started before the name was mentioned.
Yes.
And then I have volunteers going house to house, registering bedridden elderly people. Some of them can't move and walk, so they are home. So those people, my volunteers are going to go there. Some of them we are going to do manicure. I should have brought videos of some manicure, pedicure for them. You know, give a few of them facial massage, pamper them, just spoil them. You know, they did it for us whilst we were young. So it's our time to give back to them. And then maybe one hot meal. If we don't have enough money, maybe snack. It's not every time that we get money to maybe feed all of them, depending on the number. So it can be just a snack. But the fact that they are together and enjoying themselves, it's fine. And then those home, you go check on them. If, you know, we'll have thermometers and things, we check their pressure, we check whatever. If we feel that they are not very okay, we call the attention of the doctor. Last Monday, I donated the ambulance to my community.
Oh, congratulations.
Then,
you said that
yeah,
here some time ago.
Yeah.
You
I thought they said they were going
No,
they said we were going to bring to Oman FM.
Yes.
The media that came.
I didn't get a letter.
I will let you have it.
Okay.
So we did a beautiful presentation. We did the ambulance because, you know, it's this ambulance syndrome.
Yeah.
No ambulance. And
no
then
ambulance thing.
one day I was home when somebody called me. Somebody slit the throat.
Oh,
and
no.
Yes, and they had to transfer him to Kolebu and there was no ambulance. And I was like, wow. So I decided, why don't I gather some money and then buy. So we did a presentation on Monday and then we gave them hospital beds and all hospital equipment. Fortunately, I had ordered, I went to Denmark, I told you.
Yeah.
So we did arrangements and then we bought medical equipment, like 3 containers.
Wow.
1 came earlier and then 2 came later. But it came at the right and wrong time. It was all supposed to be for my constituency.
Oh.
But for now that I'm a mother for Ghana, I gave them some and then the rest will be for Ghana.
Oh,
the rest will be for places. I told
so
them
it's
and
been
they
a
agreed.
blessing and a curse at the same
Oh,
time.
it's not a curse, it's a blessing.
Well,
if you give to
your
people,
constituency would love to have all to themselves.
but it's good when you share.
Okay, that's true.
That is true. And they agreed with me. So I gave them delivery beds, you know, electronic delivery beds, and then manual beds for them. And then we gave them a whole lot of medical equipment, everything that I think they needed, you know. So after that, we are going to use some for our home. Apart from the area thing, I'm thinking of maybe, even if it's half this room, where we can put beds and whatever. Some can come and sleep over. It's like when they are playing and they are tired, they'll get a place to relax.
Yeah, they have their nap times.
Yeah, we brought wheelchairs. So I give the hospital wheelchairs and my elderly people too. We're giving some wheelchairs. We give some to the physically challenged. We gave them Reuters. There's something
So
that...
these were all things you had pre-arranged.
Oh, yeah, the containers were...
Or deliver way before this news. So
No,
I said,
the containers have been here like for 2 months. But I was waiting. But what made me push the ambulance is that it had to go early, so we did it. So it came before. And then for our physically challenged people, we're also thinking of, I see those on the street and it is bad.
Yeah.
Especially those on those small, you know.
The babies.
No, I'm talking about those on those small, is it?
The islands?
No, those who beg on the road, they're physically challenged.
Oh, yeah, the wheels. They have this small thing they made from
It is dangerous and so risky.
Yeah.
They can just go under a car, you know, by accident.
My heart bleeds every time I see them.
Me
and
too.
the way they maneuver through
I
the
get
cars.
so scared. I get so scared.
Lately, because of the motorbikes running through between the cars,
Of
they
course.
run into motorbikes
All the time.
even more than the cars.
The cars.
You know, talk about even kids on the streets. Our CEO, Mrs. Stella Wilson in Japan, she's she has this big thing for these Kaio kids and on the streets. And at the point in time, she was trying to even start up her own daycare for them, especially those in Medina. Yes, riding downstairs of her.
We'll do it because we are not. You see, this ministry thing.
But they were just
is
scared
not.
to leave their kids.
It is not my ministry. People have been there and gone. It is for all of us. So I'm getting all women on board, especially the media ladies. We have to let Ghana work. So it is not Cynthia Morrison, whatever. It is all of us. And strangely enough, I want to use this platform to thank majority of Ghanaian women, and especially some men, who have called to support, who have called to help. There are people that I don't even know. They just walk to my office in Parliament and they're like, Honorable, we want to help you. And we have started putting down notes, and then I share ideas with them. It's behind closed doors, so I could share. But here is on the media. I can't share until I have to share. Because if I put it on the table and we don't really agree, then it's something that you said, but we're not able to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for the day that I have approval to pass all those things that we have put on paper. So even as I look on the screen, I want to say thank you to the numerous women who have pledged their support and the men to help this ministry work. And as for Auntie Stella, she's my big sister, so we'll do it.
Yeah.
Get rid of these children. You know, it's something that we've been talking about. And people will say, you talked about it, now let's see what you do. So we are going to try to do, because you see, these beautiful children need home. They don't need to be on the street, that hot sun. I can't see my son walking, you know, in that hot sun. When you're playing football, it's a different story. We walked. We walked, to go to school and all those things. Our children, these days, I let them walk. But just walk and beg on the streets is not for the child.
Yeah, and sometimes late as midnight.
Midnight, they are there. It is not their fault that they are in this world. And there's one thing. Once the child is in your womb, it is yours. When that baby comes out, it is not for you, it is for the whole nation. So if you can't take care of that child and the child is on the streets, then the nation will take care of the child. That is it. Because already I have children in my home that
you adopted.
Some I don't even know their parents. But they come there, maybe by the time they come, I'm not there. You see, one day, I've said it here. I want to take a photograph. I think on the day that I was going for my, I was filling my forms for my primary, is it general election or primaries? Yeah. And then I got to the studio and I saw a lady. She said, Honorable, we saw this child and we can't find the mother. And he looked so unkept. So I said, okay, take this money, go and get him some second-hand T-shirts, buy powder, and then just bathe him and dress him up nicely. The mother would come, and I left. Around 5 p.m., she called me and said, I'm closing my shop, and nobody has come.
The mother is still not here.
And I showed her where I was. I said, pick a taxi and bring her. So the first thing was that, look, I'm taking him home. And then I'm taking him. I mean, I see babies, and I'm like, Madam, if you don't like her, give her to me. I just love to see babies around me. So I told the lady that bring her. Then I said, I'm taking him home. Then one of the ladies said, Mommy, don't. It's politics. Somebody will say that you've kidnapped somebody's child and use it again. No, it's politics that we're doing. So let's go to the police station. Yeah, and that was a good one. Yeah. We went to the police. Apparently, I wasn't going to take him without the consent of at least I would have gone to social welfare because they do whatever. They
handle those things.
So I went and then we wrote the statements and everything. So whilst I got up, the policeman said, but have you left him here? Take him. That is your job, so take him. And I'm like, that
they already know you.
They know me.
You take care of them.
So when we got out downstairs, I saw this elderly woman coming with like other 2 children. Then when I saw the way she was coming, I knew it was the grandmother. Okay. And the boy was so relaxed in my car.
He was
so relaxed in the car. And just looking at the woman as if he didn't even know her. And I was talking to my daughter in Canada. And she said, Mommy, so I was telling her where I was and what has happened. And then the boy started talking. So my daughter said, can I talk to him? I said, okay. Then he was talking to my daughter. And the way the boy was chatterbox. And then my daughter said, Mommy, as for this one, keep him. Mommy, I like him already. I haven't even seen him. But initially she was like, how many children will you keep? Mommy, aren't you tired of keeping babies? Then when she spoke to the boy, she said, oh, Mommy, this one, take it.
So the traits.
Then the mother the grandmother gets there and said, Mommy, me poach off, I don't come, Mama.
Oh.
What? Then I'm like, buy one, get one free. Kojo is with me, and I'm telling you, he's amazing. He's transformed. He speaks good English. He writes. He's so courteous now. Initially, he came as the buga thing. Yeah, whatever you say, he's like, I won't do it. And in a violent way. If you see him now, the day they announced this thing on radio, I was in Shredru. We're going to do cooking competition. I wanted the schoolgirls to learn from the adults. We're mentoring them. So we're doing adults, queen mothers, and school children cooking together. So we're sorting things out. And then they said, I didn't even hear it on radio. People started screaming because there were so many people in my house screaming and saying. And the first person I hugged was Baby Kojo. He was the first person I hugged. And I'm like, Baby Kojo, it's because of you people. That is all I said. I said, baby, and he didn't even understand. He said, go and call Mami Esi. She also came. Those are the 2 babies I have now. And Mami Esi, if I tell you the circumstance that I saw her and picked her, she would have died even I haven't picked her.
You can share with us.
She's 7 years old. I went to a community, a smaller community. I don't call it a village again. A smaller community. And I was sharing, I have a baby with me. So her stuff, when it's like, and she's the last baby of the house, so we all spoil her. Her sisters will buy things for her from outside, and everybody is buying. And I'm crazy buying for her, because I just want to see her all dressed up, and I'm happy. So her things is like one suitcase, then I take it to the smaller communities. So I get there to share this thing. I saw this tiny girl. She came to stand right in front of me, and I'm like, have you had something? Have you had a dress? And she said, oh, that's how they speak. Oh, and I'm like, go and bring your mother. And she said, me mommy will. And I'm like, oh my God, looking at this tiny thing. I said, so I put her closer to me like that, and I asked one of the ladies, where is her mother? He said, she's dead. And I squeezed her and I felt like crying because at that age to
She
say,
knows
and
her
looking
mom
at
is
her, her hair so like kwashiorkor and everything. And she said the mother
She's
is dead.
malnourished.
And just over malnourished. So I asked the lady, so who takes care of her? And they brought the grandmother.
Oh.
And the grandmother herself needed so much help.
Oh, God.
So when I saw the grandmother standing there, I'm like, whoa, this child will die. This child can't survive. So I asked the grandmother, why have you told her her mother is dead? She said, everybody knows in the community, so they say it and she's heard it. So I come home and the picture of that girl kept coming. Just kept coming. So I called somebody in the, I'm tearing now. I called somebody in the community that, oh, it's okay. I called somebody in the community that, let me talk to the grandmother. And then the lady that I spoke to is like, Mommy, if it is that child that we are talking about, take her. Because if you don't take her, she will die. The grandmother can't even feed her. She's always fed on green plantain, on ripe plantain and all that. So I spoke to the grandmother. Will you want me to take care of your daughter? At that time, I didn't even know the name. She said, okay, take care of her for me. So I called social welfare. And I'm like, this is the situation. There's this child at Otin crying, and this is it. I want to take care of her. And they're like, oh, Mommy, that is your job. I said, no, I want you to go and look at where she's coming from before you bring her, because now I'm in politics. If you don't take care, somebody will come and tag you with something.
Else. Yeah.
So they went there. But the woman said she was not ready. She was packing her stuff. So she brought her. And when she came, I saw that baby. And then my kitchen, even my kitchen staff, they are like, Mommy, as for this one, we won't take her. And I'm like, who
because
are you?
Because she looks so malnourished.
Who are you?
They're afraid she might die.
Who are you who won't take her? I have brought her. She is my daughter. And she's like, Mommy, bring her food. And nobody wanted to come. I am telling you, to the glory of God, if you see Mommy, see that beautiful little thing. And you know what? When they brought her weighing card, she was 7. And she wore my 2-year-old daughter's clothing. 7. And my 2-year-old daughter's
so she was that smallish.
Clothing that she has stopped wearing. She wears it. As
and
I speak to you, she wears my 4-year-old daughter's shoes.
But she's 7.
She's 7. Now she's even getting to, Mommy, she's getting to 9.
Okay.
She is so tiny, but she's cute. She's beautiful. She's got a nice, smallish face, cute little thing. So maybe we would even have to move her age to like 4 to suit her. But because she had
she's blessed with a small body.
She's got a small body, but you know, she wasn't properly fed from the beginning. And her hair is like the silky type.
Slimy.
Oh, very nice. She's cute and beautiful. She's grown so well. These are the last 2 babies I've had apart from mine. And I think I'm thinking of getting more. But you know, there are so many people.
Now you have all the babies in Ghana. I
have all their mine. And you know, I even launched a crusade that if you think you don't want your baby, don't kill her, bring the baby to me. And I said this like 3-4 months ago when I had a program, the Mother's Day. I had a Mother's Day program that's what I do for some time now. Every year I told my mother, even when she was alive, that the rest of your years you've enjoyed so much. I'll dedicate it to the people in my community. Then after the Mother's Day, I come and celebrate with you. She agreed.
That is true.
So when we had the program, I'm like, I see so many people, children die from the bin. Children die because she feels she can't take care of the child. There are so many homes, people who are ready to take care of children. So many people have finished taking care of their children. They are grown, they have money and everything. So I'm going to launch this thing. If you think you can't even keep the child home and there's a foundation, at least say I'm going to take care of 1 child. Her bill is, her food cost and everything is like 200 cedis a month. So every month you push that money for that child. Look, it is not our children alone that we should take care of. Most of us.
I would really want to know if some of this brilliant, I know this probably ahead of your vetting, but some of these brilliant ideas, are they going to reflect under your leadership?
That is what we have to do. That is me. So that is, now that I have the national purse, and nobody will restrict me to what to do, but it should be priority, because this is for Ghana. When we get these children off the street, when we take care of children who are not biologically ours, they're like, look, when you come to my school, there's one thing I've noticed. Because it is not an orphanage. As for orphanage, I don't want to hear the word. 1, there's so much, do I call it incest? I should, because once they live together, they are siblings. But people don't talk about that. I do often, I go there after 40. My 40th birthday was at Osu Children's Home.
Oh.
Since then, I've done the only birthday I've had after like 40 is my 50th birthday. And I've told them I'm not going to do party again for my friends. I'm doing for the physically challenged, for the elderly, for people who can't buy, but you can, so it's done. Even the 50th, I didn't want.
For a group of people for my
Even the
birthday.
50th, I didn't want. I was pushed to do it. I said, let me do it for my underprivileged people, which I feel after doing it, I go to my bed and I'm happy. You see, when we take care of these children and we get them off the streets, crime will reduce.
It is true.
Because these are the same children that people use for crime.
Yeah. Because they feel.
And they don't have, you see, when I was growing up, I longed to have a father. People, you know, some of my relatives don't understand me. They are like, I'm not disgracing my father. No.
You needed
I'm
that
only
father
saying
figure.
I needed it. I'm only saying to encourage people that when you have a child, no matter what, be there for the child. Even in poverty, be there. Let the child know that we are soaking Gary. And that child will appreciate you and say, look, even when we had to, I remember that we used to crack palm nut, Adri, and Gary. Yeah, now I'm remembering that one. With Gary. And here we are today.
Yeah.
So let the child crack the Adri with you so that the child will grow and say, my mother was there for me. My father was there for me. When you neglect the child, what do you get? You brought the child into the world.
True.
At a point, I would go and cry after I visited my friends in their homes and seen them with their parents, their family, their mother and father. I'm like, where did I go wrong? Why don't I have it? At a point, I'm like, do I kill myself? I'm telling you, to that point, do I kill myself? I wish I wasn't alive. I want to die because people lack things. So those children out there, psychologically, there's something wrong with them.
So is it why you have so much passion for kids on
it
the
is
street?
part of it. It is part of it. Because what I didn't have, now that by God's grace I have, and I have a wonderful husband who is like a father, a brother, and a friend. I didn't grow with a brother. My mother had only girls. There was no boy. So now I have a husband who is my brother. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a friend. People, you know, I don't think my sisters knew what I was going through. That's like, so, you know, I was stubborn, I was this, because of all these things. Nobody knew. And I was the tomboy in the house. Oh, yes, I was the tomboy in the house.
The hardcore
The
girl.
hardcore. And my mother was like, when I grew up, my mother was like, oh, mamle. No. And I'm like, ma. When my mother buys her shoes, her new sandals, I would wear it, and she would say, "Mom, papa." So I won't even tell her it's hers.
Oh.
I finish and clean them up and come and put them down for her. So when she grew up, I spoiled her to a fault. And I'm like, have I paid for all the things I did for you? And I say, Mommy, when you had a store, we used to steal your money. We used to steal your money and give to our friends. We used to steal your bread and give to people. So now I'm paying you for all the bad things. And she will laugh over it, you know. Children need something.
Yeah.
If you have a stubborn child, let a friend talk to that child. Let somebody, because she may not tell you. I never told my mother that I was contemplating dying. I never told my sisters. But it was there. The pain was there. So sometimes I would throw tantrums because nobody understood. I wanted to air something out, and I couldn't. Somebody would say, "What is a father?" But that was what I wanted. That is what I wanted.
You just needed that father figure.
Just that. And somebody will say, what do you need that for? But I needed it.
I have a good friend who relates to this very well because her dad was never there and she grew up with that. If I say never there, literally the dad was alive, but he was really not in their lives.
Mine was
alive. They all
alive.
grew up to be successful,
but I grew up.
They never had that connection.
I grew up and went to him. I told him I've forgiven you. I loved him. He died in the UK. I had just come from the States with my son. I went back to UK to bring his corpse to bury.
Oh, you did
Oh,
well.
I did. And the same plane, he was down there and I was sitting up there.
Oh,
My brother. I said I would go, even with my less
Little
than a year,
son.
6 months old baby or whatever. Yes, Junior was like, yeah, like less than 6 months. I said, no, I would go with the baby. My husband said, can you do it? I said, I would do it. I went to the morgue to see him before anybody else, dressed him up, everything, prayed with him and brought him down. Because that is what I wanted. Somebody wants something else that maybe not a father. Somebody just wants, see, in my school, somebody will come, Mommy, I want you to be my mommy. I said, I'm your mommy. She said, no, mommy, because they all call me mommy. She said, mommy, meaning,
Mommy that she
mommy.
can
I said,
relate
come.
to.
Mommy, can I sit on you? I said, come and sit on me. Because of what I lacked.
You give it out.
Sometimes my Form 3s who close from school and say, Mommy, this weekend we are not going home, we'll stay with you. I said, where will you sleep? Some of us will sleep in the hall. Some of us will sleep in this room. I said, you have already shared where you sleep. Come over. And then they come over, they sleep with me. And I give them attention, and I scream, and I do everything, and they are just happy. And the fact that I've given them a good life, I am happy too.
You know, I just want to pause to say a very good thank you to the family, Mr. and Mrs. Dankwa. They did the same to me and a group of kids when we were growing up.
That's good.
I was a thug.
That's good.
Trust you me.
That's
And
good.
recently, I surprised her, but I haven't stopped surprising you, Mommy. I will always. Mr.
Do.
John Terry did the same thing to me
Do.
and others. And so, just I see myself in some of the things you're saying.
It's
And
good.
I think it's a big advice to
It's
the
amazing,
young
you know,
fathers.
sometimes it's expensive, like Christmas. I look at all these children, I have to shop for them. And I want to use this opportunity to thank my children. Thank you so much, Iraja, Junior, Nana, Mampraba, and all of them, Stella, everybody. One Christmas, I was like, Ira, I am doing this and that. I have to buy, I'm not buying anything for you guys. I'm buying for the children in Straight Room. Mommy, go ahead. They're like, Mommy, go ahead, we have more than enough. And I would want to share this with my young upcoming girls. What I hate buying is credit.
Why?
What is credit?
That's the only way you communicate. With
No, you communicate, but the young people, what do they do with credit?
Social
Chat,
media,
chat,
yes.
social media.
WhatsApp,
And what else do you
Facebook,
get?
Instagram.
You
wasted.
are wasted. I am very stingy when it comes to buying credit. It's my
see.
husband. That my credit asa. You know, he will send me credit. But for me, because of my background, even when I have enough, it is difficult for me to just waste. I am not a wasteful person. I would go and buy the cloth, 45 cedis. I would sew it and dress up, and it looks like you bought it in the 2000.
Yeah.
But it's just 45 cedis. And I save enough to do things for other people. It is not, you know, just buying the 2000. I went to look for
Amazingly.
material, and it's like 700 a yard. I'm like, are you crazy?
700
700 cedis a yard.
That you can wash it
And
properly.
then I came from the shop, and my husband said, I'm Toby, and I missed 700. No, since I'm
much.
told Mr. Manto. I said, I'm missing no make Makola Menyan, you know, at him. Because I know every shop in Makola. I know where they sell what. Even when I'm in my car, I can direct you, go straight on this lane and turn
Pass
left to
left,
that
pass
shop
left.
there, go and buy for me, even if I don't want to go. So why should I waste money? So you can save enough. And I have a box where I put coins. And then the few 5 CDs and 1 CD and 2 CDs. I tell you, one Christmas, I used that money to shop for all my children in Shredru, buy their food stuff, and there was enough left. So instead of young ladies and gentlemen using the money for unnecessary things, if I say unnecessary, I mean unnecessary. You can have credits, fine, but not, you know, the
Excessively loading credits every
time
day
they're on their
for
phones.
social media and it's
They're
gone.
on their phones, and what are you doing on the phone? Is it
Social
business you are
media.
doing on the phone?
Well, lately some do business. I must
Fine, I don't
confess,
have a
but
problem.
Others, no.
If it's business, no problem. But anything that will not bring me money.
Someone will say the slaves, they just slay on social media.
Slay for
Join
what?
us now on 0240-550-899. 0240-550-899. Ufreya, Nidia Manu, my TV ni volume now confirm. Yene Honorable Cynthia Morrison and Edin Komo. Yaboni Dean so be a Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Na I am Zaka a processes kakra bi a obefam asaba akope na afi omampani acha ne nsem na say yes afi de hye dwuma na na ni di nkomo ebisebisa no ne hyehyeye ne adwen owo ma ministry ne Ghana man kwala ne emabunu ne ye maame no ma chesabi omuhia ne mmoa eni kakra obeye de aboa oman Ghana nti ufreya na wo so wodi wadwenhwere na wo san bisa na atodwa ne die mu a na wa ma TV no wabodi ne bebia wo free. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Matilda.
Yes,
Akwa agenda in the Bema na dia shase.
good morning. I read it.
Nyame adom na wo so.
Metia Ghana man penin and other dog up was. And then Chia Nabo Cynthia Morrison. Me man, congratulations. Meaning says your own poverty, by still. Obefem, me congratulating on advance. Metie no several times we share ne casa ne say there at least ne presentation ni bibi out mo say djuma no bitimi aye obeye na adiba kwa mpese me tu ne nim say Mr. no won hwe nsuo no so fo no so nkwala na ye de omo agu nsuo no so no ye djuma
Ye
no ni slavery so still
yes
we show omo out mo say so ye was slavery no fanicho won hwe sanko fo no so on Shampoano from Colant and Kitty at the Choba from Hannah for school time. No Bamponano or Bukum Kola or Mundan Miano more Munko school or more cotton and Kitty or Pampanga. And especially on my dear Marcos Alcosumunia. But on Shas Uncle and no one to me from
Matilda. Honorable.
Me da say me and me papa free go pram.
Oh, I saw you.
Aye, into no. They say the Queen Mothers na wo ho no monya mane. Ye ko festival na say am kwa me ne on bekasa and then we work at it seriously because akwala de. You see they dive into the
yeah,
lake.
and I did the work for UNICEF 2003 thereabouts, and thanks again to Mrs. Elizabeth Dankwa for making me part of that team. Yeah, sensitization across the coast or the coast, Tuba, all the way to, yes, and the stories were horrific. In Kwalani Bohomaba, just say, yeah, the omu yi apai because they paid the parents. Yes, omu kwa punano munya, omu believe say. Bibi na akọ yinti.
So they killed them
in the middle of the night. Na ebia wako to net na akoso bibi mu a omo bekọ ase akọ unlock net no.
Oh maybe
no wa to akwala na hyem. Into survive a fine one survive and found. And akwala ni bi omo survive attacks from some of the species na hye nsuo nim. Wo hwe kro da ne ho a o say abo bi kan no, abo bi di nachi, ebi neti na titi. Na oh, the womba ama obi so mfa nko ye adwuma but at the end of the month 2,000 250 cedis no mo do mo tifie no mo na de manama somewhere anyway I know a hundred yeah I was just quiet me asked Matilda boss because it triggers something in me. I did that job for a long year and anyway hello good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir.
Look at the free Kumasi.
Me patro refer say
the friend Akosia Domako.
You senior patro koso.
Program manager Madam so or a nice lady.
Yeah, that's it.
Yanishano. Or Akuma or war. And say Sakuma no. You me. I'm saying me. Say I don't want that dom no. O man is Adam Corona because Mitikumati no. And one of the I call children's home. I hope they will come here. Because of money idea. Let me say, the brain, no class no. Let's say, Madam, you did here for you. On time and shower more so. Not a wook Masiano. Yes, support you, you beating you. Then you can see an edge on our so. In 5 bonds, but time a cheap, not be the answer. In compensation,
Honorable Cynthia, yeah, in society program, and some quality, I do more some day. Yeah, after the show, I'll give you a detail. Now, young Shank Walanso and saying, own our age near Dinama Wari. A bay or how Cassia Pa, my minimum will be a beer, unum penifat, and I say, I wish share your ma, say, Mrani was a year show, Saint Penifone, or say no more castle. Then my man named Qualani to me Cusco.
Ya starting me name penny for 3 be started can was him. Baby boy 16, baby boy 18.
Say you final on the rights of the child.
18. You be finalizing to the 18 because 18 out to about 18 I mature that bet me take a decision. Into 18 day. Into no you be share na you passing in term at 18. Say ne be ya you be share na ye ne papa no so because mommy for no any to me wo fa kwa you enforcing collect someone worrying papa for ne was said to me to will appeal to them passionately and will let them understand say mo custom say mo je a chance an intem krana me will custom me to me sesano but on mine so why am I speaking tree?
It's all right.
You tempted me mama come fancy I abedi mama come fancy say on man ni say abofran on war mfido awotwa no e dey ma abofran e waje ni tinsa 16 mpo no fa yen because one man brand was one year dema putwa na abofran is 18 na ye ma won ta said abofran owom de wo na 20 ban man mo odi e wo na e won nanso oyo man ni japade inti na ntumi ye nda me pe bia obi ankasa ho ho inti se ta said ma me sure do be ejuma depending on me say enwom be ye na ade kroso nye de oya na mbanyimfo no pi feel dem besiafo ye agi hono tumi efi woni nsem nti nsem bo ho ye kan onye ye ye ntumi ngi tumi ni mfi mbanyimfo woni nsem
if you my best far can with respect na
because baby ye fin Benyini ye benyini, or ye head of the family, ye peo, or ya nebinum in Tamase. And I'm like, but when you want to say we are what I say. On in chair de Bessiani you'll be Bessia on you by Mamma Medi. Or be decide the baby or pedo do great bannerman or the bogum. Incident Bessia phone won't for super, but Benyini Suzi, ye do or ye tiri. And me, remember boys, Mamma was start, catch you witchy for, cockle wazi, kay
Of course.
Ye tea because one papa or 7 more bed. On to me near a month another on to me wolf full mamma cry. Me breakfast in bed is it?
Always
It's constant. Me kada cry me tea in bed or the baba. You know.
Answer your corner.
Of course, darling.
A data. Into each other, into our channel. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Me pacho dini baby our free.
Yes, I'm Imam Idris of Boko Boko.
Boko pacho also we he.
Me ho ye pa. Namunso e.
Nyame adu. Me pacho also free fa.
Boko Boko my here Boko Boko.
Okay. Me pacho also.
Ewa kra ya.
Okay.
Me chia madam se ye dana sipa ne kasa wo kasa no. Sebe abofra bia ye obi ade te sebe ho ka Nyankopon enhira no no wanti be hwe am for maso sebe ho ye no. Otimi se ne kasa ne ne djuma no nyina se. Nti Nyankopon enhira no.
Yo.
Na me chia honorable so Canada Japan Nyankopon enhira mu nyina ene djuma ye fo am wo net tu nyina.
Yo, yeah,
Nyankopon enhira e mamu nyina. Nyankopon enhira. Bye bye.
Ona ke mai macha ke unka baga ni
la ko no vegan no problem. Wanyo vegan no problem.
Ona ke Mintoni finally if you have few words for people who you think have been a pillar. And I know your husband, your brother has always been the one and your kids, but do you have other people you would really want to extensively thank? We'll pick a call and then when we come back we'll continue with that. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes. You're on air. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, me pacho ma TV
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Already.
Yes.
Yeah, me dindi mami fwa.
The pacho free.
Wa madina.
Okay, koso.
Me auntie Cynthia nyami shirano. Wa me tin breakfast ho me di but wa mama su.
Oh.
Especially bro can say akola bi ba so person ye ni mami. I lost my mother at the age of 5. And I still cry for my mother. Nti nyami shira na edwuma pa wo ye so wa fe bi no mam pa wo hwe wo. Ami shira na edwuma wo ye bia enkosuma no. Nyami ma na hodin sai ye ni to ade no de asi na ni so no. Ewrade nka no ho no ma na hodin obetimi de aye akodu akire.
Yeah, that's.
Ami shira ni pa. Me super me ga me dia ni di na mi so. But I still cry for my mother. At the age of 5, I'm 60 now, 60 plus, 64. I still cry when I need a motherly advice. Because I'm mission.
I was brought up by my grandma, and just this morning I was telling somebody I miss her.
And grandmothers are beautiful.
I miss her to death.
I visited my grandmother after school. I had some time with her. And every morning, whilst I'm in bed, I'll see her kneel in front of the bed, lay hands on me and pray. And I remember the words that she said. Almost all of them have come to pass.
Same.
Grandmothers are a blessing if you love them. So we should. That's one thing I tell people: don't brand them witches.
No.
No. She obedi obi a dan no demo no. Efi ye wo dan ni mo. Ono so ya abrewa nti ontumi nware yie. Ti ne ho keka no. Chote wa no titi ne ho. No kasa. We saw a before.
Now also we drew stage be crowd. Why dream the bath?
We are kola because
forgetting your maybe. Ain't it why do you tag you abrewa be aso ye be? Anyway,
they are sweet.
Yeah. Man, a very big fan when you were done for so sending me text or say or no de kakra person can say so we start juma na my radio ni TV no appearance ni mra from net me ye we juma no.
That's it.
You know foto de ma and so me de me
me be ka che say and o ma twemi me wo meeting no me World Bank meeting o ma twemi ha na ma better because mama media sweetie me da wasi.
Hello, good morning. Me patch my TV ni volume number from Kakrawai. Hello. Oh, sorry. Yeah, friend. Anyway, honorable. Yeah.
So
yeah, ma won to. I know they are no photo no they are ma. Enti, I am a dancer, Maka.
But you know, Abedi, even if I'm not here and you call me, I will speak to the issue. Until no problem.
Okay.
Why? Because Ejumano, I say, yeah, tell me the or
you're a very big fan. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning, Abedi.
Yes, Joe, what you saying?
I'm here to move director. I want to make a move for the Musang.
Oh, Joe, I want to say, maybe I should, but you himself here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you saw
me koi.
Ah, and this was see any movement. Cause
Make sure now, the Bannerman Chana Nabuna be the Chidia, Mamma Crank. Just a phobia, focus. Mamma, so Chiana Mammy.
Yo.
So the man here can do man, they be any need and was start to class to any biddy. You catch her, mammy.
Yo.
Now, some are all kind of yes. Now, about Dia or what any normal oil. You come up and give this saying, I hope on one or south when we be wait matter to normal. I'm a normal come.
Yeah,
now I think I can make cancer. I know Kufado. I've done ya on impen for BC Ama and sorry now. Yes. Ghana 42 MPP for Sasamba. Let's say penny anymore. Mum, you know, I am on your back. They get away, the free away, can we? The free and okay, some way, the beyond a okay, Cassassim. I think MPP did somebody in a fact. No, be able to be a kind of different issue.
Yo,
how do you know?
Yeah,
nice animal. Not some banners of a panic the bar. MPP in your back when you enter you. Sana fear, but that's really
as somewhere right about so, but honorable, since our idea, I will take just a bit of your words on that. The National Cathedral thing.
I am a Christian. After King David had all the blessings from God, he wanted to build him a temple. And God told him that you have fought and your hands are stained with blood. So you don't build me a cathedral, you don't build me a temple. But a son in your own loins will come and build. And Solomon came and built God a temple. And he prayed that anybody who comes to this temple, whatever he asks God, God should answer him. I believe in the cathedral 100%. It is to honor God. We have Jubilee House. When we were building the Jubilee House, we went through all these things. People talked, people did everything. Today, when you get there, you realize that indeed we have a seat of government. People will talk because you know what it is, politics, and we have opposition. If it is something that we will trample on the rights of other people, I will be against it. But to build a cathedral for the Lord, and not only for us, but for generations to come and see that in our grandparents' generation, they loved God so much that they honored him with a cathedral. And you will see the blessings of God that will follow this cathedral. Because the moment you even think of doing something good, then God already will bless you. Even if you do it for humanity, God will bless you. Let alone thinking of God himself. When the president said it's the first time, I was like, wow. So I believe 100% in it. I pray that the funds will come. I pray that those who are in charge, that is my prayer. It is God's cathedral. They said they're going to lobby for money. When Solomon was building the temple, people brought wood, people brought gold, people
I
brought
even heard
other
someone
thing.
already donated $2 million, and he
I
said
don't have $2 million.
He wants to be on display.
But if it is even a bag of cement that I can donate, I would want to donate and tell my grandchildren that when they were building the cathedral, my donation was part of it. Because I can donate $2 million, I don't have. Whatever I have, the little I have. So I would encourage all churches, all Christians. In my church, when we have harvest, you know how much we raise? It's like somebody's other churches, maybe 2-3 years, you know, putting money together. But we raise it only on a Sunday. So all the churches should get involved. The only thing is that
you really support the idea?
500, those in charge of the purse, should know that it is God's money. And if you touch God's money, you don't only curse upon you, but your children even yet unborn. So we should honor God and know that this is God's money. You see, when King Eli's sons touch God's meat, you know what happened to them. So we are going to build God's in it too.
Honorable Cynthia Morrison, yes, I know the smile on your face. Yesterday we captured this story, mental cases in the BA, and I just take a little bit of your word on that, and then we wrap it up. Especially, it mentioned marriages, poverty, which we've all talked about. And I promised my viewers we're going to talk about. Thanks to Safo for reminding me. And so let's briefly take your point on that. We will try to have it. Well, to the advisors,
let me tell you something.
You haven't started office, so let's pull you a little bit.
Whatever I would tell my fellow women is that don't die for a human being, even men.
Oh, how?
Don't die. No, I'm saying that even I'm advising men
Yes.
also.
Oh,
But why should
men
a woman die for a man?
They should die for us.
For what?
I'm just kidding.
You are all born separately.
That is
It
true.
is destiny that brought you together.
True.
Some of us did not marry in the will of God. We just saw the man, he's handsome, he's this, he's nice.
And we
I got
went.
impregnated, so I have to marry, and they marry.
Yeah.
And maybe the love was not there, you know what?
You build
Yes.
it over time.
So why should you die? If the man does not want you, and he's beating you, and you are crying and you want to die or go mental for the man, one, some of them even don't work. So when they leave home, where are they going? I was talking to Honorable Gifty, you know, we are thinking of shelters. How long can you even shelter somebody?
That is true.
But when they come, we get people to maybe
teach
help them
them
one way or the
skills,
other.
yeah.
But it's not everybody who is tough to stand
stand that time.
certain things. But I know the loneliness in it because my mother has gone through and I saw the loneliness. And when I grew up and I married, I said, so my mother missed all this fun. All this fun that I'm having in marriage, my mother missed all. And you like, age 40 something, you know, there was no man till she died. And we never saw a man around us until she died. But she was happy. She was, I can't say she was happy because I was not in her psyche. The only thing is that I could see her because of us. But the stress, she would go and work and do this just to take care of us. My beautiful ladies, especially the ladies, we are more vulnerable.
Yeah.
The men are tough. The men can go and get girlfriends. Some of us, when we leave the men, we can't even go and get another man. Don't die for any human being. I tell my people in politics, even now that we are MPs, we are in parliament working, we are in the constituency working, people are working behind us to take our seat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I die, by-election, why should I give a by-election? I won't give by-election. I will do what I want to do. If the people don't want me and they vote me out, fine. I'm not the first person that has been voted out. So it is nothing, there's nothing. If the man says he doesn't want you, you are not the first woman who has been left by a husband. Don't go mental. Don't die.
But it's beyond their control.
So
we don't
get help.
recognize when people get depressed to help
Get
them.
help.
And we rather say, oh, snap out of it. Oh, why are you getting depressed over
That's
this?
what I'm saying.
It's not that
Abedi,
easy.
I know. I've gone through, I told you, even just needing a father. So we would have to talk. But that's what I'm saying on national television. Get help. Talk. Share with somebody. You see, if you don't have a problem, what will you have to share? I don't have a problem in my marriage. What do I share? Little things is natural.
It's
It's normal. You know, even if it doesn't happen, it won't let the relationship, grow. And sometimes even the women, we need it, so that at least after that the pampering will come more. So you know what I mean. But
Honorable, I'm going to end the show here. But trust me, now that you are not in office fully yet, let's be pulling you small. Before you take that advice, I'm sure if I didn't give you that advice, the person will come back to me and say, "Be catch us, catch you," and say, and I didn't.
Yes,
I've delivered my message. But until then,
we'll be very media friendly. So the thing is that you are going to work with us.
Of course.
So even if I'm not here, my message will be with you.
And we'll deliver for you.
Yeah, because you see, we have some few years.
But how didn't you see this coming? Let me wrap up with this. You are in ECOWAS Parliament. You are Pan-African.
I'm a vice president of my
beautiful. You are here and there, everywhere, going back and forth in Parliament. All this confusion you are causing, and you think the president is not looking at you.
Confusion what?
Oh, here and there, tackling the opposition, going on to this committee. So how many committees are you serving on?
3.
Look at it.
Select Committee, Defense and Interior and Privileges. Oh, Abedi.
And you didn't even expect this coming. They shouldn't have even given you the announcement on the arrival. They should have even given it to you when you were there.
When I was there?
Yes.
Oh, he wouldn't have. He didn't even know I was coming that day.
Okay.
That I was sick in Zimbabwe.
Oh, no, I didn't know
had a bad flu. I was afraid.
You lost touch a bit.
Yeah,
so
because
I thought...
that's why I wasn't calling.
Yeah.
I was very ill. And we had to run for the election, and I wanted to observe. They had a beautiful election. We'll talk about that later. I'm telling you.
I hope you learned something to help the Ghana election system. I learned so much, even to help our physically challenged people. They are part of their election. We'll talk about that. My producers are already on my neck. We are so happy to have you.
Thank you.
You've made our day. I'm sure my
I'm a
viewers are
chatterbox,
so happy.
so we'll talk.
That was Honorable Cynthia Morrison, the Minister-designate for Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Yeah. She's yet to go through her vetting, and so we left a little bit of stuff untouched. But right after her vetting, trust you me, Yeah, the veteran number, and we give you the best of her. We give her our support and our blessing. We pray God's help her, and we thank you all for being part of this show. We thank our CEO, Mrs. Stella Wilson in Japan, also for being part of this show. She supported us bringing Honorable Cynthia Morrison into the studio. My name is Abidi Anim. Thank you all for being part of this show. We come your way same time tomorrow. God bless you and God bless Ghana.